Netflix has had a couple of missteps with some of their adaptations. What was the one? Death Note was one. And then, even though I liked it, Cowboy Bebop was one. But then recently, they came out with something which was an adaptation of an anime, and it was a huge success.
Piracy is a scourge upon this world.
We will capture them! Hit the deck!
That's One Piece. And I don't think Netflix wants to have the reputation of taking some of the most beloved properties out there and fucking them up. So, that gives me faith. If they treat this like they did One Piece, then I think they got something good on their hand, man. December 8th, that's a Friday. Going to be in the Red Room show at 10 p.m. Netflix has been either, depending on how you look at it, has been promising or threatening a certain thing out there for a long time. And a lot of people have been very nervous about this because they're saying, listen, I'm not the type of person that, goes on about don't rape my childhood or don't ruin this part of my childhood. But Netflix, don't rape or ruin this part of my childhood right here because everybody loves airbending or the airbender or whatever. Avatar The Last Airbender, man. This show was a huge part of people's childhoods out there. And for some people, part of their adulthood.
Yeah.
Water. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then,
Netflix came in,
ruined everything,
and made a live action version of it. So listen, people, I don't have to tell you, live action versions of things they can go bad very, very quickly and very, very easily. So that's why a lot of people are they're pins and needles with this. So trailer finally came out. Netflix, how did you do? I will tell you right now, it's not really up for me to say because I did not, and I feel bad saying this. I did not watch The Last Airbender.
Really?
I don't feel too bad. I didn't watch it either.
You haven't seen that show?
You know what? I've seen it now. My wife was watching it, and I would come in and catch parts of it with her. And I can tell you, just from what parts I saw, was great.
It always has this no pun intended air of just being like, how is this?
That was a damn pun intended. I'll stop it. You know what you were doing.
It was, but it has this air of something that is so much greater than you ever could expect. The writing is so strong.
Yeah.
The voice acting is just top notch. And the way that it evolves, it is so surprising and it's fun as hell.
Oh,
nonstop.
They balance. Listen, let me tell you, what little I've seen of this, they balance humor and drama with this very well. And now I haven't even seen it. I only saw it in parts. So let me just say this. Without having even seen the show fully, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for you. I'm nervous for all the people out there who have grown up with this. I feel really uneasy about this. But can we all breathe easy now that this came out? At least a little bit before the show comes out. Is this a sign of good faith? Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer for Avatar The Last Airbender, presented to you by Netflix. This show has one huge thing going for it. It ain't that. That's that movie.
Yeah, that's the only thing I saw from Avatar. The
M. Night Shyamalan. Ooh, that's a bad place to start. Just like I haven't seen the show in its entirety, and I can look at this and kind of feel better already. When I hadn't seen the show at all, I saw this and it was terrible.
Oh, it's really bad.
Oh, so man, listen, y'all, I know some people said leave it alone. Maybe Netflix shouldn't work on anything at all. Let's just keep the show. But y'all need something to wash the taste of this out your mouths. I mean, it's still there. That's the M. Night Shyamalan Last Airbender right there. And looking at that, this already looks like it has so much more heart and and it looks like it's in respect for the where are we at? Let me get a black screen right here. Oh, there we go. All right. It already looks like it has a lot more respect and a lot more heart in it than that movie, man. Again, I don't want to say too much because it's not my place to say. I will say that you know, I've seen this. If I was to say I've seen anything, I've probably seen 75% of it because I would watch but I haven't watched it all together because I would miss episodes. I would come in and just catch it sporadically.
No wonder when I mentioned bloodbending the other day, you were like, yeah, whatever that means.
He's talking that nerd shit again. No, you know, I've watched it sporadically here and there in bits and pieces. I've probably seen about 75% of the show, but I have watched enough to see that great casting right here, man.
I'm about to say, them characters, the people they casted look just like them damn characters.
Yeah. They definitely look like the live action versions.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be quiet, man, and you don't say nothing. You ain't seen this either.
I ain't seen this shit.
You know, but as somebody who's watched the show and loves it, obviously, what do you think?
Well, I think that like some of the sets and stuff like that, it looks exactly right. Appa, Momo, like all the creatures that were with them.
Yeah,
the flying creatures.
Yeah, they look really good. My only thing was I was glad that they showed Aang smiling because he is the life of the party. Like, he is the kid who's had too many juice boxes at the party, bouncing off the walls. You know, like, he always just wants to have fun. So, like, when I saw him smiling, I was like, okay, because there was a lot of brooding in this trailer and, like, of them just, like, sitting around angry. But there's a lot of fun in this. That's what's important to me, is they can't leave behind the humor because, like, I forget the name of the other character, but, like, he doesn't even have powers. Like, the girl's brother, he has no powers, and he's just like fighting.
Oh, him?
Yeah,
the one,
this guy.
And he's kind of the comedy relief for a lot of this too.
And all of them have moments of comedy relief. And they showed my favorite character, which is the uncle. He is really someone who has all these characters.
You're talking about the fire uncle?
Yes. He has an incredible arc, but all the characters have really deep arcs and they change a lot.
That's
not this guy.
I know you're talking about.
You're talking about the other dude.
You got the guy with the beard.
You're talking about the dude with the Charlie Brown head. That round head.
But like, I don't watch Avatar, but he looks just like the comic
cartoon.
book. Yeah, the cartoon version.
Oh, yeah. Let me find this
Uncle.
guy.
It's when they first show the Fire Nation, the guy with the big white beard.
There he is, right there.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. He's kind of the one that brings down. Zuko is the main fire villain, the guy with the scar on his eye.
Yeah.
And he's the one who kind of reels me. He's like, all right, don't be such a crazy bad guy. Like, there's good things to life. Let's have some tea and, like, you know, chill out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what he was always the one else, like, he loves tea.
Yeah.
Let's have tea.
Yeah. And he's always had food.
There's your boy right there.
Yeah. It's got a little bit, I think, of that cosplay syndrome that we were talking about the other day, of where it kind of looks like, you know, like the Resident Evil movies where they're just slapping people in these costumes. But I don't know. I got to see a scene with them talking to each other.
This is more like a teaser, I think, right here. They'll probably show more. I will say that, you know, this is the right time to be making this because when The Last Airbender came out, you know, this was, and everybody blames M. Night Shyamalan, but I imagine studio has something to do with this. It was a lot of whitewashing of characters in here, man. You know, your good characters were white, actually, you know, they were very whitewashed, and your fire characters and your villains were all, you know, brown people. And so, you know.
Zuko was played by the guy from Slumdog Millionaire, which is like, I guess.
But when you watch this right here, you know it's a different time. Everybody's about diversity now, especially Asian diversity and Asian representation. So the casting here is great, man. If there was a perfect time to make this, it's now when we are aware of that. I think that Netflix has had a couple of missteps with some of their adaptations. What was the one? Death Note was one. And then, even though I liked it, Cowboy Bebop was one. But then recently, they came out with something which was an adaptation of an anime, and it was a huge success.
Piracy is a scourge upon this world.
We will capture them. Hit the deck!
You know, that's One Piece. And I don't think Netflix wants to have the reputation of taking some of the most beloved properties out there up. So, you know, that gives me faith. If they treat this like they did One Piece, then I think they got something good on their hand, man.
Yeah, I think as long as they pay close attention to the tone that is set in that cartoon, they could make this really special.
Oh, somebody said Sandman was good too.
Oh, yeah, that was another one. That was based on a comic book. Yeah. Yeah, that's one that people like. But these characters are really great, and they have a ton of great dialogue, and there's some really neat action, obviously. Like, they're doing stuff with water, doing stuff with stone. I mean, one of my favorite characters in here, I forget her name, but she's a rock bender or an earth bender, and she's blind. So like there's a lot of really interesting stuff that they can play into. I wonder how they're going to go about doing it, because there's a lot of seasons. What?
Pixie. For all you, I don't want to, man, I hope this ain't true. Let me hug my dog real quick. They said that trouble might be afoot right here.
Oh, yeah?
They said Netflix had a falling out with the creators, man. So I don't know if it was creative differences or what, but they said, that might be a sign that things are not as good looking as they look right here.
Well, it looked good from here.
It looks expensive for sure.
Yeah. No, I look, this is a teaser right here, but I can say that if this was put out as a sign of good faith, I think it's a good first step.
Yeah, that looks like the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I saw the beginning with my wife when she was watching it. So yeah, so I guess let me ask you this: do you think they're putting scenes in here that are like memorable scenes from the show?
At least one key. There's like one or two key moments that they're showing. When they revealed the big white castle, that looked a lot like the drawing, and that especially like that looks
that's
like
when they find. That's when they find.
Aang is in a ball with Appa.
Yeah. So, all right, man. But we'll see. Like I said, I can't really speak on it because I didn't watch the show that much. But
I'm surprised. You would love it.
Well, you know what? From what I saw, man, if I was lucky, this is when we had a studio. When I wasn't shooting in the house or recording in the house. When I would come home, she would be watching it, and if I was lucky, I would catch her watching it right at the beginning. My wife, that is, when she was watching it, because she loved it. She went the whole thing.
I'm curious.
And then she would if I got in early enough, I would catch the beginning of it. And then if I was lucky, I would get to watch, I would come in and get to watch 2 or 3 episodes in a row.
That's what I was going to bring up is how long do you think these episodes are going to run? Because that's one of the things I love about the cartoon, 22-minute episodes. It's quick. They throw it at you.
They have to do that here, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they could do this in 22 minutes. I would say that
probably do like hour-long episodes with like 3 crammed together.
I was just about to say that. They'll probably put consolidate like 2 episodes together into one, long episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. How are y'all feeling about this? Hey, Skull, you know what? You don't have to do it. I'll put it up. Let's do a poll real quick. Let me see. How should I do this poll? What do you think?
Does the Avatar trailer look good? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Just simple.
There
1
you
or
go.
2.
Maybe. You think I should put maybe in there? I don't know. Let me see. New poll. Yes. No. I don't know.
I mean, if you're going to go that far, it looks bad.
Yeah. I'll just leave it right there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give you tell you what, I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes to answer this poll, and we'll read a couple more emails and we'll start this poll right now. All right. Let's see what we're doing right here.
Definitely looks better than that Shyamalan movie, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, way better.
That they changed the rules and stuff. Like firebenders, they don't need a source, right? They can just do it. In the Shyamalan version, it's like you have to carry a lantern with you and have a source to pull from.
Oh, really?
It's dumb.
That movie was terrible, man. It was. I tell you, it was so bad that it's one of our best movie roasts. We roast bad movies here on a certain show. I was like, man, I don't know too much about the show, so I don't know what we can do with this. And I looked at this, I was like, this is just, forget being based on the show. This is just a terrible movie.
Yeah, it is nonstop insane choices.
Maven Cree says, hey, Corey, my guy, 1 or 2 scenes. I can name every scene in that trailer where it is in the original show. And she says that as far as she's concerned, she can name every scene in there, and she thinks that they have nailed the imagery. She says, I don't want to be too excited for the show, but they're tempting me. That's good. I'm happy for you. Happy for you on that, at least so
Seems
far.
like it was made for the fans.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? The thing is, if they're doing a show, they can start over and get new fans with it.
Yeah.
Like I've never really watched One Piece, but I watched the Netflix show, and I'm like, man, this is fun. So 70% said yes, they are liking what they see. 25% said, I don't know. And only 6% said no. So it's pretty promising.
Yeah, people are hesitant. I understand.
Yeah.